The road to SummerSlam begins now because SummerSlam is a month away, and we only have one match on the card, so let's get to it. The Raw Women's Championship, Alexa Bliss versus Ronda Rousey. Now, Rousey's suspension has been tacked on a week due to her attack by on Alexa Bliss a couple nights ago on Raw. But what I don't understand is why is Ronda allowed to be in WWE in the first place? Why she was allowed to be at SummerSlam? Sure, I guess in theory you're only suspended from Raw. It should have been a company-wide suspension. It should have been something more, because you attack the general manager, you attack the champion. That's one thing. You attack the general manager. That's pretty big. Or it used to be pretty big, I guess, because now Ronda can do whatever the fuck she wants as long as she's not on Raw. She could be on fucking house shows. She could be at the Garden. She could be wherever. It's ridiculous. It really is. And the fact that this is going on is ridiculous. But it's fine, because this is what's going to happen. Ronda will become champion, and the title will be a Brock Lesnar situation. Because Ronda was so close to winning it at Money in the Bank, if not for Alexa Bliss. But, normally I would side with the champion, but it's fucking Ronda Rousey. I mean, you have to make her look strong. You have to make her be the champion. I mean, I don't know. This is her second title match within a month. She's only been in the company since WrestleMania, technically, as far as a competitor goes. So if you're really going to capitalize on Rousey, you have to make her the champion. And you have to make her even more dominant than she was in UFC. To make her a viable threat, which she already is, granted, but she has to have the championship for like 5 years if this is what you're really going to do. I would side with Bliss, but I don't think it'll happen. The only thing that will save Bliss is her double jointedness in that armbar. Being double jointed can help you a lot when transitions like that. And honestly, I feel like that's what's probably going to happen, because if not for Ronda, it's going to be Ronda, because it's going to be Ronda. I mean, there's no other way around it. If Bliss beats Ronda, that'll be the biggest win of her career. It won't even be looked at as an upset. It's just that you beat a name like Ronda Rousey. Even though she's not been in our business for a long time, her name still holds a lot of weight. So I'm going to go with Ronda because that's what they're going to do regardless. And, it's probably what they're going to do. So it's probably the safer bet here. It's probably the safest bet of this card. One thing we do want to talk about before we go off here is next week is the match nobody wants to happen, but it will happen. Roman Reigns faces Bobby Lashley, and the winner will face Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship at SummerSlam. There's a lot of matches next week that will have SummerSlam implications, but we can't talk about those because we have, what's going on. And I honestly hope Lashley wins, like he did at the pay-per-view, because I do not want to see him in a Roman Brock match. Just because we've seen it so many times. We probably only see it twice, but twice is enough. Twice is enough for me, because it's going to be the same match regardless. And with that, SummerSlam is in a month away. And we'll have that going on, as well as the TakeOver Brooklyn 4. I believe Brooklyn 4. It's the fourth Brooklyn event, I believe. Maybe fifth or fourth, I don't remember. But we'll get to that when we get there.